broadcast that has to be coming out today. We're going to be talking about the coronavirus, the COVID-19, the Chinese virus. What the heck is going on? Stay tuned. So today, most of you have probably already heard that there's supposed to be a new study out by the San Diego State University Center of Health and Economics. They did some kind of policy study. They're saying that over 267,000 cases are linked to the coronavirus from Sturgis. You know, we're going to talk a little bit about that today. You know, Tam knows a little bit about that. She's got a master's degree and she studied statistics and things like that, and she's going to talk a little bit about that before we end up here. But I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what's going on if you haven't heard. You know, the governor has already came out in South Dakota and has debunked this. You know, just a couple weeks ago, well actually not even a couple weeks ago, last Friday the CDC came out and said that there's less than 300 cases throughout the United States that were linked to the Sturgis rally. You know, they're basing all this on a bunch of crazy stuff. They're basing it on cell phone pings. So what they did is they pinged your phone while you were in Sturgis, and then when you got home, you pinged your phone again. So if anybody in your town got the virus, they're blaming that. Here's where they came up with their statistics. One, we wore no mask. Number one. Number two, we did no social distancing. Number three, we went to all these concerts and we packed the bars, and we packed the restaurants, we covered the sidewalks with thousands of people. Remember, over 400,000 of us were in Sturgis at one time. What?
In the city limits.
What? You know, some of you don't know, we got contacted by Inside Edition to do a report on Sturgis because, you know, you guys got our website going really hot, got our YouTube page going crazy, and they decided, hey, we want these people to come on Inside Edition. You know, the other bad thing was they canceled our interview after we got it done. You know, because we told them. At that time, they were estimating 250,000 bikers were here. You know, and the first thing I told them is, there is no convention hall in Sturgis. And there isn't 250,000 people in Sturgis at one time. That there's people staying all the way out in the Badlands at the KOA, which is over 80 miles away. We got people in Montana, people in Wyoming. We got people all over the Black Hills that are staying during the rally. So you know we're not together all the time. You know, and we explain to them, you know, we ride our motorcycle a lot. When we're out there riding, it's just us two. Or if we're riding with a friend, we're way more than 6 feet apart. So, you know, that's the problem that we run into with the media. You know, once again, this is just another thing that they want to prove that the rally ruined everything. You can go back and watch our videos if you haven't watched them. Watch the one on the last day of the rally. We talked a little bit about the virus and things that were going on. You can actually see us where we videotape. We also did one on bars. The video that was on bars was during the rally, and we did it during lunchtime. We hit all the bars that had food served in Sturgis. Watch that video. The only one that had the majority of the tables full was the Knuckle. The rest of them, they were lucky to have 2 or 3, maybe 4 tables full. Nobody was in Sturgis. I don't know how many of you that were in Sturgis have actually seen Main Street. We have video all over the place. I've actually got a video I was going to put out for tomorrow, which now I'm going to have this one out instead because this has just kind of gone crazy with what's going on. And you can watch the video of Main Street. There's a group of maybe 10 people. I think they're all together. And then if you look at the video across the street, there's 4 or 5 people walking around. You know, we do know a few things about what happened during the rally with some of the people that did get the virus. One of the things that I want to let you know that we were following the Rapid City Journal newspaper right there in Rapid City. It was right at the week after the rally was over. They put in the paper that someone in the medical health field, which is an employee of the Monumental Health System, which is the Rapid City Hospital there, infected 60 employees. And this came from another employee spread the virus. Had nothing to do with the rally in Sturgis. So when they were first given those numbers of 216 that were in Sturgis that got the virus, you needed to take the 60 out. Now when I went back and looked at the paper the other day, they took that part out that said it was infected by an employee. We also talked to several people that worked at the hospital, and they said that was what was going around, was a fellow employee had it first and spread it, because doctors got it. A pharmacist got it. Surgeons got it. Nurses got it. So a lot of people got this virus in the health system, and once again, it had nothing to do with Sturgis. So we want to make sure we look at all those things when you're looking at this. One of the other things that they came up with was when I was reading one of the articles, it compared us to Black Lives Matter. They try to say, you know, they wear all their masks and they're doing social distancing and they're doing this and they're doing that. I ain't going to say no more about it. You already know the truth about what's happening on here. So this is some crazy stuff that's going on. They're just trying to drag Sturgis down, try to tell us that we should have never went out to Sturgis for the rally, the bike rally. You know, we've actually we know only of one person that got the virus while they were there. They worked at a business that actually they were separated from the rest of the employees. And he got the virus. Once again, where he got the virus at, I don't know. If he got it from a restaurant, if he got it from here, got it from there, nobody knows. So that's the other thing that I also see on the internet. You know, just like us, if we were driving back from Sturgis, we stopped at a lot of different places. It took us about 3 or 4 days to get home. We stopped and ate at a couple restaurants. I had to stop and get gas. We stayed overnight a few places. You know, if we would have got the virus, could I have not gotten it on the way home? So we don't know. But I mean, when they say all those numbers, but I mean, just like pinging these phones, Tam's going to tell you a little bit about statistics.
When I took my statistics class, what they taught us was you can use any set of numbers and use different questions to get the same exact results. So you could make those same set of numbers either be positive or negative, just depending on how you worded the sentence with the same statistics. It's crazy that what you can do with statistics. You can make it say whatever you want, basically. And on that line, even a lot of people that we talked to at some of the campgrounds, the people that came together stayed together at their campgrounds. They went out, went on rides, and then came back to their campgrounds, ate at their campgrounds, and stayed with their group of people. So there was a lot of people doing that also. Have someone gotten sick from Sturgis? Possibly. But the numbers out there, the 260,000, I don't believe that.
So when you're looking at all this stuff, that's what you got to think about. You know, anybody that's been to Sturgis knows. I've been following a lot of the Facebook pages about Sturgis, and there's, I don't know how many, must be hundreds of posts that people are saying who's sick, who's not. And I don't see anybody admitting that they were sick or was sick. Most people are saying they're kind of tired of it. We kind of watch that too. And if we met you out there, we shook your hand, we had people hug us, we ate in restaurants. We basically, the last 14 days after the rally, we kind of stayed away from everybody. We stayed at one campground at the end, and we kind of stayed away from everybody just in case to see what we would do. We're not going to get tested. We don't feel that there's no need for anything like that. After the 14 days, we kind of went back out again. You know, we had no side effects. We don't believe that we ever had the virus, never got a temperature. We don't know anybody, like I say, other than this one employee at this one business. He got it, which in turn made them close their whole business down. They're actually a local business. So that's the part that you want to look at. You know, they said there was somebody at the tattoo shop that had the virus. Somebody else that had it at one of the restaurants. One of them had it out at one of the bars out in, I think it was Spearfish, or I don't remember exactly what bar that was at. But I mean, there was 3 people out there that said that they found out they had it while they were at the rally. Was there people probably at the rally that had the virus? Probably.
Possibly.
But I mean, we didn't get it from anybody, and they were talking about the concerts and stuff. The only concert we went to was Jackal, and being it was so dark, my camera didn't really do a good job. I actually walked through the crowd, and I was filming a lot of it. I was able to get through people with no problem. Not compared to a normal concert. We've been to Jackal last year, and I had to fight to get to the front of the stage to get a picture. This case, I didn't have to get near anybody. I had plenty of room to weave between people. A lot of groups, like I say, they were, like she was saying, they were together. And those people came together. Study is just a bunch of crap. It's one more way for the media and politics to get involved to make us stay at home. Because there is some more rallies we're getting ready to go to. Arizona Bike Week is coming up in October. Daytona, October Bike Week is coming up. Also in October, and Panama City Beach, they're having their Bike Week too in October, at the end of October. We're planning on doing all 3 of those rallies. But see, by them trying to do this, they're probably going to try to cancel those rallies because of this big outbreak. Well, once again, show me the statistics of these 267,000 people, just like us. We've been back in town since Friday, so is everybody that got the disease, anybody that gets the COVID this weekend, is it our fault? You know?
No, because we've been quarantined for 14 days.
Yeah. So, but yeah, is that what they're going to do? They pinged our phone and seen we came back. They don't know we stayed in one area for 14 days. See, that's the whole idea. They have no idea when they come up to these crazy statistics and things like that. Leave us some comments down in the bottom what you think what's going on. And I think I pretty much know what a majority of you are going to say. But I mean, we probably got some people out here that said we probably shouldn't have gone, which I've already got those comments in my feed. Why did you go? What do you think about all this? Are you going to kill people by doing this? Things like that. You know, we're in pretty good health. We hang around with people that are in fairly decent health. So we're not that concerned about it. Once again, this is just a bunch of crap that they're throwing out on us to try to stop the biker community. And we need to say, this is it. We need to stop this kind of crap going on. You need to call this organization. We already called them. San Diego State University Center for Health. Call them. Tell them your opinion. Let's bring their phones crazy. Do this. Show them that we're not going to lay down and take this crap that they make up this crazy lies and fake news, because we are bikers, we know what we're doing, and we're healthy. Also, while we were out there in Deadwood, you know, you've seen us in Deadwood. We were out there actually way before the rally ever started. We were out there actually before the 76 rodeo was going on. And we were talking to one of the casinos there. You know what they told us? That June was the best month they've had in the last 5 years. Their tourism has been going crazy in South Dakota. Why? Because it's open. So, you know, people don't realize that. You know, the president was out there too. They had somewhere around 10,000 people at that ceremony for the 4th of July. We actually met a kid that actually was there. He got a free ticket. He was kind of excited. So just remember that. You know, when they're telling us about all these numbers that caused the ping, how many of you were out there at Mount Rushmore and you seen all the tourists? Just like Sturgis, on the last day, Saturday, when the crazies came in, the 7 of them, how many people did you see on the street that weren't bikers? There was a lot of locals. Typically Friday and Saturday is known for all the local kids, local families. They all come into town. So how many of them might have been spreading the virus? How many might have gave you the virus? You know, we don't know.
And how many people actually have the virus?
Tam found some real good information, some resources that she found on this company. What is it?
That did the pings. It's called Safeguard Incorporated, Safegraft Incorporated. They're the ones that they got the majority of the study from, that they are the ones that hit the ping, the cell phone pings, and gather all the information. And what they're well known for are their models. We all know how well those models are, don't you?
Where do we hear about models? I think that's ever since January, February came along, we heard about these models.
So also in the research that I found, the majority of the data they say they took the pings from was from Meade County. Meade County is very small. It pretty much only encompasses the city of Sturgis. It goes a little bit outside both sides, but like Full Throttle is in Butte County, Rapid Cities in Pennington County, I believe Spearfish is in Lawrence County, and Deadwood is in another county. I forget what county that was in. So later on in the study, it does say that they incorporated part of those. And if you think about it, 267,000, that would mean 50% of us would have had to have gotten the virus that went to Sturgis, right?
Yep. So that's something you got to think about. Where did they come up with this number? You know, the state said there was 465,000 of us there. We have not heard from the city yet to tell us their numbers, which when we talked to them, they were thinking 375 to 400,000. You know, the state, when they first came out, the media was talking about us. There was only 250 of us, 250,000 of us there. So how many was there? So if they're saying now it's 400 or 200, they're saying 266,000 and some odd. We rounded up to 267. 267,000 of us have the virus that went to Sturgis. That's over, even if you took the high number of 460 that they put out, the state put out, that's still over half. That's crazy. So you're sitting there like, one of us must have got it.
We're 50%.
Yeah. So if you went with a group of 6, 3 of you had to have the virus. So let us know if you got the virus or not. You know, these numbers are crazy. Like I say, this is all just one more way to try to push the bikers down. They know we went out there. We had a lot of fun. Nobody got sick. You know, I did see somebody did die from the virus, but I mean, I don't know who that was. I don't know where the predicament was. I don't know if the guy came sick. I don't know if he died there. Who knows? Nobody knows. I know they just said one fatality from the virus.
Which is unfortunate.
That's right. Put down in the comments. Let us know what you think. Give us your opinion. Let's make this go viral. We're tired of this crap.
Let us know if you're sick, anyone you know are sick, anyone you were with in Sturgis got sick. Because like he said, we only found one person that was a local business, that gentleman got sick and they closed their whole business down for 14 days and only that one gentleman was sick. Yes. Where he got it from, we don't know. So
if your brother was sick and he never went to Sturgis, we don't want to know about it. So we only want to know people that went to Sturgis. And like I say, we're watching the Facebook pages and I don't see a lot of them coming up forward. I mean, there's probably people out there that got it. And also, if you tested positive and you ended up going back and getting retested and found out it was a false positive, hey, put that down there in the comment. We already have a whole list of those people we already know. So, but hey, we would like to add you to our list. More of us out there that are getting false positives, which we didn't, but we have a good friend that did. So with that, we're going to leave you with this.
Thanks for that rant. And subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next video.
Yep, and hopefully the next one won't be like this one.